Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, we got some big news coming from Holland America. We also have a cruise port that just broke its all-time record. And finally, we have another cruise ship, a brand new cruise ship, having technical issues and canceling ports. First off, let's talk about the cruise port that just broke its own record. So, just this week, St. Martin, one of the most popular cruise destinations out there in the Caribbean. It's normally St. Martin and St. Thomas are usually on the exact same itinerary all the time. Well, St. Martin just had six ships in one day, 30,000 passengers all arrived in one day. It's not the biggest cruise port in the world, but there are definitely a lot of different itineraries to do. There's numerous scuba diving, there's numerous snorkeling and expedition and horseback riding and tours. There's enough for that many people to do, but they did have a super busy day. So far, no real complaints from around the area or backlogs or anything like that, which is good, which means they can handle that many people and still have a good time. Congratulations to St. Martin, a very popular Caribbean destination. Then we also have Holland America. Now, I just came off of Holland America, and I did do some gambling on board. And I won, which is unusual. I found these machines that I had a little bit of a system with, if you will. I'd kind of watch these machines and I'd watch some people play for a while. And if I noticed that they were on a machine for a particularly long time and they never won any of the ones that'll be like not a super jackpot, but it'll be like the screen will light up and all these different things will happen and you win some money a lot higher than normal. And I'd watch for a little while and I'd say, oh, well, they spent about $300-400 and have them win. And I'd go sit on that machine and I'd play. And usually within $100, I'd win that big amount. And I'd end up with like a $250 win. And then I'd move over to the same machine beside that, do the same thing until I won again. And then I'd move to the next machine beside it, the same machine, and won again. I ended up winning $1,000 on this cruise on the slot machines, which is almost unheard of since I gambled numerous days. And that's with losing $300 on the second last day. So I could have been up even more had I just avoided the casino for the last couple of days of the cruise. But the good news for the cruise line and people who do like to enjoy and indulge in gambling on board is they're expanding their casinos on all their ships. They are adding 180 new machines of their most popular machines on board, which, as you know, can be a little bit of a trial on some cruises. When you go, there's some machines that are really popular for people that they love to play, and then you have a lot of the older machines that hardly anyone's ever at. Well, they're putting the new machines into the casinos on their ships, which is good news. Another really good news for some people is they're now dividing it up and having non-smoking sections on their ship. I think the 3 ships that are going to do that right now that are there are the Rotterdam, the New Statendam, and the Westerdam. 3 of those damn ships anyway, if you know. They are going to be having smoke-free sections divided off, which some Royal Caribbean ships have also done as well. And it does make a lot of difference for those people who do not smoke. You can walk into some casinos, and if it's a super busy night, you're just hit with like you're walking into a fog of smoke. And if you're not used to that and you don't enjoy that atmosphere, it can deter you from going to the casino. So they're hoping that this will spread out the people and let everyone enjoy gambling and playing in the casino the way they want to. And they did say they will have the same type of opportunities for gambling in each of the different areas. So don't worry if you're a craps player or you like to play blackjack or slots, they will be available in both sections. So you don't have to divide, well, I have to go to that section because that's where the craps table is. No, they're going to be dividing it up and you're going to be able to go. Good news. I think that's good news. I think it makes everybody happy. And so you're still going to be able to continue to smoke, and you don't have to be around the smoke if you don't want to. I think that's a great idea. Now, what's not a great idea is having a brand new cruise ship having technical problems already. But before I get there, let me just invite you to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. If you want to keep up to date with all things cruising, from the ships, what's happening, if there's breakdowns, to the weather that's affecting ships and port and destinations, to all the different places around the world we'll be traveling this year, and I'll show you the ports and the excursions, and maybe just give you some money-saving tips and some things that just, we're going to talk about everything cruising, and I hope you'll join us. I'm thinking it's just going to be a lot of fun, and we might just teach each other some stuff along the way. Yeah, it doesn't cost anything to hit the button. It really doesn't, but I certainly do appreciate it. Okay, MSC Seashore, which launched in the summer of 2021, brand new ship, is having technical issues with its engines. Not so much the engines themselves, but the software, apparently, that's running the engines. It started to leave Cozumel, Mexico, and it was heading out to its next destination. And lo and behold, it ran into the issues. It could not reach top speed. It ended up going to its next port 4.5 hours late. At that point, even though they brought on, at the cruise port, they flew in some technical guys, some engine guys, some engineers. They still couldn't fix the problem. And so the captain had to announce that their next stop of Ocho Rios in Jamaica was also canceled now. They won't be able to go, and they will crawl their way back to their home port and let people off. Not terrific news, right? Not terrific news if you're out there. And we don't know how long this issue could happen. Hopefully, since it's a software issue, they could just put in a patch or anything, something along those lines. But it's probably a lot more technical than rebooting our computers at home. I'm going to grant it that a cruise ship's engine computers are going to be slightly more complicated than my Windows 11 here at home. So yeah, it's not great news, but I'm pretty happy to announce that MSC Cruise Lines did right by the passengers. I believe they handed them a onboard credit to spend on the ship, and they're also issuing a 50% refund. Not future cruise credits, refund, which is great. You don't get that very often. Often it's, we're sorry, but we want you to cruise with us again. Here's a future cruise credit. Please book and give us your money again. These guys, MSC, just said, we're going to refund them the money, which is great. 50% of what you paid for your cruise cabin. Obviously, if you had anything booked in Ocho Rios through the cruise line, they will also refund you that money, as well as the taxes and port fees for the stop as well. So good on MSC. Really glad to see that they did that. That's rare, and now it's kind of a precedent. So hopefully anything that happens in the future, that will happen. I'll let you know if they fix the engines for their next sailing. As soon as I know, I'll keep you up to date. Well, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Till next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.